Hello, I'm Eileen Adamson from Your Money Sorted, a Dumfries-based business offering bookkeeping services to businesses around the region and all over the UK as well. I've been in business for over 20 years and find it a very rewarding business. Bank accounts. Now, the first thing I'm going to say, and you've probably heard this advice before, but this is one of the most important things. Separate your business and personal finances. So in order to do that, get yourself a business bank account. Now, ideally, it should be a business bank account. Sometimes you can use a personal current account if you've already got one. My advice would be to have more than one business account, or to have a business account like Starling or Monzo, where you can have a current account section, but you can also have separate pots. Now, my reason for suggesting that or the three accounts is that you can then separate all your transactions into one account. You can then have another account where you save up tax each month. And ideally, what I would do is put aside 20% of your income every month just to be saving up for your tax. The benefit of that is that you will actually have a little more than you need to pay your tax return, and then you can have a little splurge, which makes paying tax a little bit less painful because you know that you're going to get a wee surprise when you pay your tax return. And the third thing I would do is have an account or a little pot for profit, because that is what the most important thing about our business is. We're in it to make money, and we want to ensure that we are paying ourselves first and prioritising profit. The benefit of that is if we're putting aside money for tax and putting aside money for profit, it means that what is left can then be spent on improving the business. Often what happens is people spend what's in their business account and they actually overspend on expenses because it's in their account. But if we prioritise our tax and prioritise our profit, then we can make better decisions about what we're going to do to improve our business using the money that we've got left in the account. Receipt capture. Now, this might not sound that exciting, but it is one of the best automations you can have for your business. There are software such as HubDoc or Dext, which you can attach to your emails, and they then trawl through your emails and select any invoices and automatically upload them into their software. And what that then does is it then links to your bookkeeping software, which we'll talk about in a wee while. But the benefit of that is that the AI part of it just trawls through the information, automatically removes the date, the totals, etc., and then transfers that directly over to your bookkeeping system so you don't need to put the data in. Another benefit of using HubDoc or Dext or receipt capture apps like that is if you get a physical receipt in a shop, you can simply take a photo of that receipt and then email it over to the software capture, and it will then upload that into your bookkeeping software, and that's a great time saver. The paper receipt can then just go in the bin. Bookkeeping software is just the best way forward. So we're going to be going into an era of making tax digital where everyone has to be digitally submitting returns. The best thing to do is get started on using bookkeeping software now. There's some great free ones out there. For example, Clearbooks offers a great free software that you can use, and there's lots of other different ones. Some of them depend on what your business is, so it's good to do a wee bit of research around it. Free Agent is a super software which, if you've got RBS, Metal or NatWest bank account, you can get that software completely free. So if you've got one of those three, then check that out. There's other ones that such as Cashflow, Xero, Sage. You can have a look at them and see what is best for your needs. With all of them, what I would do first of all is set up bank feeds so that all your bank statements are just automatically moved through into the bookkeeping software, and then the bookkeeping software categorises a lot of them automatically. So as well as your receipt capture apps and your bookkeeping software being linked to your bank account, a lot of the heavy lifting's done for you, and you can then log in and check that information, check that it's right. So it makes bookkeeping so much more simple. Set yourself up a monthly money date. Now, I'm saying this intentionally. Make it seem as though it's something that's a pleasure to do. Grab yourself a coffee, go out for coffee, grab yourself a glass of wine, cosy up on the sofa with your laptop, whatever makes you feel comfortable and special, then do that and put it in your diary each month. It's a non-negotiable part of growing your business is knowing your figures. What you'd be wanting to do on that money date is check through your income and expenses, check to see what's your biggest expense, and have a look and see what your profit is in that month. Really, really important things to look at. Also check who's owing you money and follow up on that and make sure that you're getting paid for the work that you're doing. There's also some really important questions to ask yourself. What did I spend the most on this month? Did it help me to grow my business? And what do I want to do differently next month? Stay in your zone of genius. Now, we've all got different skills, we've all got different businesses, and often people try to shoehorn themselves into something that just doesn't suit them. So if you're someone who absolutely hates the figures, who doesn't understand them, who puts off looking at them because you just freeze when you think of the money side of your business, then you stay in your zone of genius. You work on the things that are really important to you and get someone else. Get a bookkeeper or get a trusted friend who enjoys doing the figures to help you with it. A good bookkeeper will save you time, money and stress and allow you to really, really concentrate on growing your business by you doing the things that you're good at. If there's one thing to remember, it's that the numbers tell the story of your business. So don't ignore them. Get to know them and get to know them well.